What up, everybody? I'm over here at Colfax. I just want to show y'all the store and like what I'm talking about when I'm talking about cleaning and organizing and just like keeping up on stuff and making sure everything's good. Yeah, we're just gonna start. Like the first thing is, since we're in the front of the store, it's just like the windowsills. Like, you know, they're like dusty. You know, we need to get in there with a wet rag and like get it all. We can vacuum, wet rag it. Like, want to limit the flyers and stuff that we're putting out. Like, everyone's doing a good job about keeping the flyers in the sleeves, but we do get some that are left on the display cases, and we don't need that because then it just blocks the view of all the beautiful glass we're trying to sell. So no more flyers on cases. I put this up here at Colfax. All the stores will get something. You know, you can tape some stuff down here if they need to. Stuff can go up here. You know, they can always use the windowsill, but if they're doing that, we should really keep it clean so that way it looks good. You know, keeping up on the plants. There's gonna be more plants in the stores, so it's just like regularly checking them, making sure they're watered, if they're healthy. If you have any questions, you know, take a photo of it and shoot it to me. Like, you know, there's just like grime, and you know, people see this. Like when they look in the windows and they're just looking around, they see that stuff, you know. There's a lot of tape on the door from the flyers. That's why we don't do the flyers. So we can, you know, we gotta get this off first, but then that's why we don't do it. So they go in the sleeves. And then again, yeah, just in the windowsill is just real dusty. So like all the stores I know are like this, and it's just Colfax is a great example. So we wanna get on the details. It's the details, like getting in there. You know, we got, this looks really good. Organized grassroots display. We can clean up this bottom a bit, like maybe display some of that stuff better, like keep the hangers more organized, keep up on cleaning that. Like you can see a pile of incense dust. Like, you know, we want to like go around and pick up things. I don't even know what that wooden thing is back there, but you gotta do that. You know, this case is empty now here, so when you're here, you can put some stuff in it, you know, figure it out. We got dab mats. Here's some more displays. See how I put the shirts like that so you can see them. They're not as great here, but like these two are good examples. You know, I want to organize and condense things. So Carter and Nixie are working on cleaning and wiping down all the shelves. Like, we'll go in and see how, if it's, yeah, you can see that. Like, so we're gonna pull everything off, wipe it all down, condense stuff, make it like sections. You know, this will be hookahs and shisha, and then we'll have like some vape stuff. We're gonna put the vapes here so it'll all be up and down. You know, torches all displayed well, like the backups right behind them. Same thing over here. We got all the batteries that we have in stock on display, like one of each one out, and then they're all behind underneath, all organized nice. This is like exactly what it should be. You know, like, got it. I keep saying like, Jack's gonna kick my ass. Scales, you know, we just have things, you know, not necessarily like items together, but it's just keeping it. Puffco stuff, or packs, all the nicotine vapes, coils. You know, they have this pretty nice, like it's all labeled and stuff. This could be organized a little bit better. You know, maybe like the taller stuff in the back, shorter stuff in the front, you know, like straight lines. Like these could be probably displayed somewhere or moved just to like a more, they're little jars. So like these little jars with the lids, you know, could go near closer to the hash stuff. We'll move that over. I took all the whippets out of this case. So it's all Puffco now. Like everything Puffco is in here, like stocked on display. Some tops, all the whippets are back there. We don't need to have them on display. Everybody knows we got them and what they want. So move the butane behind the counter, organize the rig wall So the top shelf is American and the bottom is China. And then we're doing half off on all American glass, so let people know that. We can make a sign if everybody wants to make a sign. I condensed the art, so we have art, cool stuff over here in the corner. Everything's for sale, so like, you know, if you have a question, if somebody has a question, let us know. I got Q-tips, like joint accessories, all the male to female, like joint caps, things like that are all right there. All the backup bangers are here. And when you sell a banger, grab it from the back. Like pull it from the back and then not like the display, because the displays just get mangled and, you know, it's hard to tell what's in stock, what's not in stock. Like, because it's like if there's not one up front, then you would think there's not one behind you, so people don't look. You know, this is like half nice. You know, we got more space to do stuff. There's like all this extra stuff that like can get condensed. There's a lot of marbles and all these like bangers that are on sale. You know, when people need a banger and they're looking for something and they want something nicer but they don't want to spend a lot of money, you know, offer them some of these old ones. You know, if you have any questions on the bangers, hit up Jack. Like, he's killing it with the bangers. You know, these are all like drop downs, male to male fittings, like kind of should be with, where are they, right there? You know, those things, we should figure that out. I moved the kratom down here with the regular stickers. So if you're out of Yak stickers, just grab a Purple Haze sticker. Got plenty of them. You know, pendants, all that. I moved the monkey bars and the vapes. So now it's like you can see more of this. All the detox is all lined up, you know, like it's all looking nice, face forward. Do that, make sure everything's face forward. You know, if you pull one from the front, bring it forward so that way, you know, it's always facing front. Like all facing front, all the labels are facing front. Like it just looks good. Same thing with the vapes. Like I said, like again, you know, all the vapes are like stocked, pulled forward. Honestly, whatever order you want to put them in is up to you guys. Like, you know, take a consensus, figure that out. I moved the Zins. Those are all in order. So you got like Zins, EGPs, and it goes like threes and then sixes. And if there's any nines, there's like 1 9. And then there's Zins and then ons. What else we got? Backwoods, just everything's like straight, organized, nice, neat. Wiped down. We went through and wiped down a lot of this. I'll go back there. Incense too, like this, like all this incense dust. Just grab the vacuum. Just grab the vacuum, incense it. Like if there's any of these, you know, all this dust in there, dump those out. You don't need to rinse them, but just get the dust out. Yeah, Mixie went through, wiped down all these. Like, we moved the butane back here because it's right behind the counter. She wiped down all this, epic, but here, like this. Like, these, you know, there's dust bunnies down there. Like, look at that. That is something else. So, we need to be very diligent and, like, paying attention and just keeping on it. Because this, you're breathing this in. This is the thing. Like, you know, we're all here 7 hours, 6 hours, 13 hours for doubles. Like, you know, and it's just like when it's like that all over. And if we all stay together and clean, like, consistently, it'll look like this, you know? Nice, like, looking good. You know, Carter helped me do this. I did this wall, Carter did down there. Like, it's a team effort, and I'm really stoked that everybody's, like, wanting to do this, you know? Yeah, so vapes all pulled forward, all stocked, you know. Keep them all condensed when we start running low, so it makes it look like we have a lot, even though we don't. Like, that's another thing. I put hats up here, all organized. Blunts. I put alcohol on 420. Stuff like this should be behind the counter that we're, like, you know, selling regularly. All the backups are down here. Oh, I did this too. What's up, Carter? yeah, moved the employee area out here, so it's just a nice little chill, like, cleaned it up. I mopped the floor, like it's fresh out here. You know, we'll get some more stuff to clean it up. We moved the incense over here so it's less block, you know, in the office. And we'll do this at like more of the locations, make it nice, you know, so we have a place to chill. We still got like a desk and a chair, some space if you gotta leave some stuff here for the day. You can put your stuff on the table. I wiped it down. It's freaking clean. I'd eat off of that. I have eaten off of it already. Like, you know, and we just try to keep stuff clean and organized. If you have any questions on where things go, here's the defectives for right now. Like, if you have questions, hit us up. Like, you know, we're all here. Like, Nixie's killing it. Like, it's just nice. Like, it feels good. Keeping the register area a little tidy, you know, like, oh my God. Just wiped down, organized, extra stuff, you know, you make a pile for it somewhere in the back and then we'll go through it. We got this quick find sheet, we got closing list. I left a note for Colfax. I love y'all so much. Yeah, I found this in the back if anybody wants to read through it. Bless you, Mixie. We got these at the stores for the new discount thing. Yeah, pens. If we don't have a counterfeit pen at what store you're at, let us know. We will get you a counterfeit pen. You need to have one of these. And if you don't know how to use it, let us know. We can do all that. Tape, like stocked. I put the pins over here, backstock pins. But it's coming along. Here's something I was talking about. It's just like the tangles of cords. I get it, it sucks, but you know, every once in a while we just need to get in there and vacuum, mop, use a wet towel and just like get it up. Same thing like underneath, they just get, you know, piled with stuff. We got bags under here, $2 pipes that we need to be selling. Like, you know, I just sold one that was sitting there. Extra bongs that don't have slides or, you know, that stuff. Just leave them on the shelf and we will be getting you a request form to like tell us what you need and just put it in there and be like, hey, I need slides, I need grommet slides, I need this attachment, I need a down stem. If you need bins too for stuff like this, you know, like they go really good in these kind of bins where each one has its own section, you know, let us know, we can get you that. Yeah, the bong wall, I'm gonna go back on the other side. But the bong wall we haven't done yet, it's kind of sparse. But once we clean it, we'll reorganize it, put things tighter, more organized, have more space for stuff. Yeah, I mean, it's just that. It's just tightening up and, you know, paying attention, details. We were talking and it's like, you know, we really need to do better about plants. Like, if you see something that's dry, you know, water it. Like, that's just how it is. Tapestries need to be hung better, like more fluid and like, you know, nice looking. We can put some more over here. But yeah, like, oh my God, Jack is gonna kill me. That's kind of it though. You know, wiping down these things with clean rags, like, you know, with a dirty rag, this is what happens, is it just like gets crusty. Tell Jake you need towels, he'll wash them for you. We have getting the air duster and spraying out the inside underneath. Bugs get in there, here we go. Yeah, bugs get in there. If you see crusty stuff, like just grab a towel and wipe it down. The cleaner, the nicer everything looks, the more people want to be here and the more excited they are to hang out and just like shop and buy stuff. It's you know, it feels good to be a clean store. You know, like how do you feel if you walk into a shop and you see this, you're trying to buy a couple $1,000 piece, you know, like it does not look good. So we'll do our best. We really need the team to come together on this kind of thing and let us know what we're doing and where we're at and what we can do better. So thank you guys so much for watching this video. It's 15 minutes of your life that you're never gonna get back, but Hope you learned something. Thank you.